On today's menu, a recipe that's firm competition to the rest. Well, medium firm. An extraordinary Mapo Tofu. Lei ho ma, that's how's it going in Cantonese. I'm Yeung from YoungManCooking.com. Welcome to the channel where you can cook with confidence. This is truly one of those recipes I think about when I'm dreaming of childhood comfort food. Let's begin. Place 4 dried shiitake mushrooms into a small saucepan. 2½ cups water. Cover and bring to a boil. Two to 3 sticks of green onion, finely chopped. Rinse and drain 1 cup worth of canned chickpeas. Mash the chickpeas with a fork. Take your time to mash the chickpeas to get a really nice crumbled texture. When the water comes to a boil, cook on medium for another 10 minutes. This here is a medium firm tofu, and I've mentioned in previous episodes that every brand will have almost like their own subjective definition of what a firm or medium firm or soft tofu is. So definitely try out different brands, find the one that you like the best. In this recipe, we're looking for a tofu texture that doesn't fall apart like silken tofu, but it's not as crazy firm as extra firm tofu. So the medium firm is perfect. Drain out the water from the medium firm tofu. Carefully slice the tofu into bite-sized cubes. Pour out and set aside the mushroom water. Cool down the shiitake mushrooms with some cold water. Squeeze out the excess liquid and remove the stalks. Remember to be very careful when removing the stalks. Finally chop the rehydrated shiitake mushrooms. Two to 3 pieces of garlic, finely chopped. Small piece of ginger, finely chopped. These guys here are Sichuan peppercorns, though funny enough, the peppercorns is not really the same as black peppercorns because this is actually the husk or the shell of the actual peppercorn, and this is what's responsible for giving that iconic, traditional kind of numbing effect on the tongue. I recognize that this is a bit of a specialty item, and if you cannot find this at your Asian grocery store or online, you perhaps could replace this similarly to black peppercorns, but don't use it one-to-one, maybe half the amount of black peppercorns. When you open your package of Sichuan peppercorns, you're actually ideally looking to use just the red shell. That inner black sort of seed will give somewhat of a grittier texture. So ideally, if you can, just kind of pick out the red shell. Saute pan, medium heat. 2 teaspoons Sichuan peppercorns. Toast for about a minute. Transfer the peppercorns to a pestle and mortar. Crush. Right, so it won't be Young Man cooking complete without the use of the spicy, smoky, ruby red chili oil I made in the previous episode. I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check this out, make this really easily at home. Now the other ingredient you have to have for Mapo Tofu is a kind of fermented broad bean paste, or sometimes called a chili bean paste, is this delicious, amazing doubanjiang. This particular product is called Sichuan style broad bean sauce. This is kind of a semi-thick paste that has just this incredible salty, spicy, smoky, and just extraordinary umami. This will be the backbone of the sauce in this Mapo Tofu. By the way, today's episode is actually a bit of a companion video to one of the recipes found in our second cookbook, simply titled Cook with Confidence. This is the chickpea Mapo Tofu recipe here. This cookbook is our second book in our 3-book installment that has most of your favorite recipes from the cooking show here on YouTube. And of course, for more information or to grab your copy of one of the 3 books, I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check them all out. Now, let's get cooking. Saute pan back on medium heat. 3 tablespoons chili oil. Crumbled chickpeas. Shiitake mushrooms. Saute for a couple of minutes. Ginger and garlic. Saute for 2 to 3 minutes. Optional teaspoon cayenne pepper. 2 tablespoons doubanjiang. Toasted Sichuan peppercorns. Give the pan a good stir. Reserved mushroom water. 1 teaspoon cane sugar. 2 teaspoons rice vinegar. 1 tablespoon soy sauce. Add an optional 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce to create a richer color. Give the pan a good stir. Make a slurry by combining 2 teaspoons of potato starch with 1 tablespoon of water. Slowly pour in the slurry while stirring. Gently stir the pan to cover the tofu with the sauce. Let the delicious sauce bubble away for another minute. Plate. Generously garnish with the freshly chopped green onions. You can now enjoy this amazing variation with absolute confidence. Man, this recipe definitely brings back memories. Look at how scrumptious that looks. That is just so extraordinary. Just from that first bite, you are welcomed with this warm, delicious, thick, rich, earthy kind of sauce. And you have this soft, tender, delicious tofu that is just smothered in that umami-packed sauce. I mean, visually, this dish is absolutely stunning. It looks incredibly substantial. It looks meaty, velvety, and rich. And of course, it has that beautiful kind of caramel color. The chickpea crumble gives this dish this really satisfying chewiness and really substantiates that sauce. The green onions add this burst of freshness and of course that pop of amazing bright green color. The garlic, the ginger just melts into that sauce and you get a little bit of that aromatic lift from those amazing Sichuan peppercorns. The aromatic chili oil also really shines through. You get a slight kick of that spiciness and yet this extraordinary smoky flavor along with that doubanjiang that adds a little bit of that kind of fermented, tangy, salty, spicy. I cannot get over how dynamic this humble dish really is, all wrapped together in this thick, earthy, delicious, comforting sauce. Enjoy this with a delicious bowl of freshly steamed rice, and that will literally take you back to my childhood. Like I always say on the channel, it is simple, delicious, amazing recipes like this that are just extraordinary because it turns your simple, humble kitchen into an amazing restaurant and makes it so exciting to cook at home. If you love easy and delicious recipes like that, then definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 3 Young Man Cooking cookbooks. Check out the Young Man Cooking merch or of course the plant-based sushi masterclass. I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check out all those things, and if you're not already subscribed with that notification bell clicked, definitely do so, and I'll see you in the next episode.